People ask me, they have been asking me for some years now, Miss Opal Lee, how do you, well, I don't know, before it was even a national holiday, how do you celebrate? And now that it is a national holiday, they say, how do you celebrate? My answer is, and I don't know what yours is, I say you celebrate by learning about the Emancipation Proclamation, about Juneteenth, and if you have a barbecue for the 4th of July, then you should have one for Juneteenth. Now, that's my assessment. How do you think people should celebrate? What would your advice be?
Well, let me tell you what we do. We used to have fabulous parades. Mm-hmm. Then we've had caravans. Now we have walks. And I walk 2.5 miles, and the people follow. They walk with me. That 2.5 miles is to symbolize that the enslaved weren't free for 2.5 years after they were supposed to be free. So now I say to people, let's have a breakfast of prayer. And we do. Now that's not to be confused with a prayer breakfast. And the programs, as the young people would say, they're off the chain. Mm-hmm. They're beautiful. There's so much that people need to learn. And I advocate that we celebrate from the 19th of June to the 4th of July. Now that would be celebrating freedom. What do you think of that?
I think it's fantastic. And whatever you say, listen, I think you're amazing. I love the idea of the 2.5 mile walk to mark how long it was before people actually knew that they were free. I am so happy and honored to have you here and to have you be a part of this. And I thank you for doing what you have done. Thank you, Miss Opal Lee. You are a sight to behold and a sight to see and a wonder to behold.
Do you think this interview is over? Because I got some more stuff to tell you. Listen. You see, we're going to have the walk here in Fort Worth that starts at 10 o'clock. But in California, it's going to start at 8. And in Philadelphia and Atlanta, it's going to start at 11. And it's going to be simulcast. Is that the word?
That's
it's
right.
Going to be shown all over the world. And you ought to be a part of it.
I'm so glad we had this time together. I hope I get more time to spend with you, okay? In the years to come, and I get to see you in person and walk with you. Miss Opal Lee, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here.
Happy Juneteenth.
And the same to you.
And that suddenly makes it all worthwhile.
Listen, Miss Opal Lee, as the young folks say, got you together.
God, she did.
Okay?
You think this
interview? Yes, she gathered you, Don Lemon. I've fallen head over heels.
Yeah.
Head over heels for that lady. So much knowledge, so much wisdom, so much life she's lived. She's seen, just think about the things she's seen in 95 years in this country. I mean, if there's anyone that has authority to speak on this and speak why this should be a national Hollywood, it is that woman right there.
Well, you said something, as the interview was playing, you said, I love that idea.
Yeah.
June 19th.
Celebrate from the 19th of June to the 4th of July.
2.5 miles?
2.5 miles, 2.5 weeks. You know, it should be an entire country celebration. Right. So why not bridge the two?
Right.
Because that is what this means when everybody has the right to freedom. Every man, woman, and child is free. So we should celebrate that throughout this whole time.
She talked about the 7,000 troops that went along with General Gordon Granger marched into Galveston, Texas, to tell slaves 2.5 years after they were free that they were free. And here's what she said that I really love. She said that basically what she's saying is what you and I say. Mm-hmm. Have a relationship with someone who doesn't look like you, doesn't think like you. And she said minds can be changed. She believes that. And if 95-year-old Opal Lee Miss Opal Lee. I got it because my
Yes,
mom will
Miss
call me and
Opal.
say you are not on a
That's
first
right.
name basis with Miss
That's
Opal
right.
Lee. This is have some respect. If she can do that, considering everything that she's seen in her 95 years, certainly we can.
Absolutely.
As a country.
And I think that I've found, even, in conversations, we've had a lot going on in this country, starting from, 2020 on, when we really kind of dove deep into the Black Lives Matter movement, just having conversations with friends, with people I didn't know. You really can make a difference starting one person at a time.
Yeah.
Taking just an extra 5 minutes, being open, being non-judgmental, that sometimes they may have questions that you don't really like or you find but if you really sit in it, have really, really good conversations, honest conversations that may not be comfortable, you can start to move forward.
Let's hope that this is the catalyst that pushes us to really dealing with the original sin of this country, which is slavery, and that can be a bridge to bring all of us together to realize that Black history is American history.
Yes.
Right?
And Black folks celebrate through song. Right. So tonight, that's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do.
Celebrate through song, baby.
Once this concert gets underway, at the Hollywood Bowl, Beyonce, of all people, will narrate a moving tribute to Opal Lee. By the way, I need to mention that. And up next, I'm going to talk with the multi-talented Billy Porter about his performance tonight. I know, amazing, right? And the groundbreaking artists who paved the way for his success. Juneteenth, the global celebration of freedom, begins at the top of the hour. We're right back in a moment. Don't go anywhere.